Special guest today na Vote 104.3 FM and the can see yes chukuna mebere we bia na mezu and I'm na studio with an honorable member and onye Chineke nna no nechala anya we see yes no ya the more for this position we use Peter Mba we tinye na that position because na man no get deliver no get mela anya otu osi we kwesi dey and I'm na studio with no other person than Honorable Barrister Chris Robert Ozongwu, the Commissioner for Budget and Planning in Enugu State. And yes, Omoria and Omonions, I enjoy signal Omonions, Yabuna Ifoji, BA Honors na Law, LLM Masters, Diploma in Law, MBA Innovative Management, and they'll be going to UK for years. We just pado for this position. Has you know where nata? We're seeing if any no butenisia no ga drop here in Enugu State go where the line in terms of budgeting and planning. Now going to say that any business and if you don't budget and plan, you are in for a fall. So no na studio honorable.
Thank you, thank you, sister.
Dalo so.
Thank you.
Dalo and today I gave work with tax because now can the Enugu State on right now. Everybody been Enugu for task and you come and for the feeling na ebugo hebu. For the feeling all them and I follow governor now and it's not hidden. Also here so you have we have before it's na gate gina banye bus or before you now drive out to your bus stop or to the junction. You are seeing one new thing every morning. Now I want to like this. Now let's go fear somewhere. And the trailers in on us and I roll here and there. You go see that now whatever it is that the governor is doing, he's doing it well. So let's talk about the tax system, sir.
Thank you so much. Because Abayalom Obuna, what do I see by now from so the wine Igbo. Yes, such as I said, Mabo Commissioner for Budget and Planning of Enugu State.
Okay.
Organic section is become by Semebia, so they law Idozobodo, Enugu State. And of course, tax cage Idozobodo. What it was. But then when they passed, now when they now nanda when they na cash, then na cash. If I remember now, I use computer the IT system. That's computer now. We digitize here tax system. So the Kunya Brana go now go direct to the department straight because they na cash. In that way, on brother spread here. Can they not there task whatever the bracket spread there so the call is going on. Can they with fair and distributed tax system? Now, sorry, before Bata, then we still don't go to see the road sign. I can't okay. So you have got to somehow sit back and plan to do this will improve if they are now locals to the roads. And other aspects, Peter will say that we have put a law, and also from private sector. So what he wanted to do was to articulate planage. I don't get to go when we find we see the time because so no totally make and when I make tax around. So Monday where property on other more little. Monday no so something no formal jobs, civil servants, when they are now for tax. But when they are in the economy, are they are and you know that. As you look now, you broaden the base, go up on a cover, God is spread there.
Distributed.
Yes, God is spread. So, because if we far now, they can assume to talk in proportional. If it's illegal, but you know, it's all part of how many years would they go? Will be fair. And now we are developing another. On Abia, then the private sector now say, then we change your canoe. Can you be can get my investment? So if I have time, I check at the private sector, Bundiga drive this economy on a permanent basis. So that's why he's trying to use your tax, though even you could not the high now, or man this year forever. Because nobody ain't say I don't know where go since 1975 I don't know how many years now, 50 years or 45 years, 45 years. You know, I've seen the system, the how it works. at times the government made a plan for tax, as in tax reduction, when we tax surplus, which means that now again what they more than they actually generate. So what happens? They reduce tax burden. So I would envisage one day that now again I spread the tax. I know what other sources of tax. Okay, we're not in Enugu state. Part of this, now broke it's actually better. But where was access to coal? With access to other minerals, where we are hoping that now generate money to be able to bring it in. So I would expect, and I heard that Enugu state will be the biggest deposit of gas. I can't touch it. So you can imagine open the biggest deposit in gas. My gas will be long. When the coal will be the good coal, we have a special purpose vehicles of Peter Bello, bigger company. They go in to dig the coal, bring the revenue to the government, or bring any business and come in the museum, earn no money. So I expect that when the minerals go in, your body tax will now reduce you. So when on did it, it's going to happen. You know, and the corner within a year and a half to 2 years, the phenomenon in the state. You know, the biggest investment you may give to somebody with education, human capital development, if develop as an individual. So how do we do it? First of all, education. Schools. Please we see, okay, can be done by smart schools, 260 smart schools every ward. It's not easy. And those smart schools at the moment, each one of them might cost at least 600 million naira. And he set out every ward, and these things are springing up. And we're hoping that before September, almost all of them will come to stream. So can you name it? That these smart schools, can I get business kita? We're talking about experimental learning. Kind now, they will give me the modern method of teaching, learning, yes. Yeah. Computerization, computer, especially digital learning. So what you have is they produce this smart so that they will be prepared to face the world. So a smart school, they make the secondary, smart secondary schools, and then before you know it, when a child gets to 15, 16 years old, they go ready for by investment, you know, where he wants to be a skilled professional or a builder or plumber, whatever it is. These skills are very, very important. These are people who actually command wealth. They are color and so what am I saying is that now we have pushed in so much money. Your budget, if I education book, 33%, a third of our budget now is schools, education. Because that is one of the things that government should go to the line. If create here, develop kind, and you want to wine into skills, etc. Okay, and then of course the economy. What's a great economy? From the existing GDP, for we get a level around 3.3 billion. Also now in the next 8 years, he's going to get it to 30 billion. And you know, even the first time I look at it, I go for a year and a half, and you look at $10 billion.
Wow.
You know, and in a budget time, 971 I get spending at this current year. Or I say that now, even I say that now, I hear about 500 thereabout. Also that now, from what he's seeing, that the revenue, intelligent revenue, up to 600 billion. What am I saying? That is on the threshold of a miracle in terms of revenue for us. Not just tax but not just if I get me with all the mirrors and to help the develop these things. So because when indeed, you know, now you talk about service sector works, then road sign have been, some of them were unpassable. Then there's somebody that said, Chris, because I become name for almost 30 years. Ebangolo somebody but on this street. For the first time after 30 years now, his own road they go. So the circle of roads is around them and other patches newly out Abani Road. These places are now beginning to have their roads being tarred drainage being that it's all part of that growth factor, or actually in terms of roads. And then the governor of Ozonwu, he's now pushing a dualization of Ozonwu from Enugu to Nsukka. It's about 35 minutes. So it's about 20 minutes, 15 minutes in Nsukka. It dualizes the road on both sides. Because Nsukka has not assumed dimension supposedly. Labour when you invest all these years. Okay, we see, you know what? I want to change the status of Nsukka. Let me urbanize it. If you get the roads in there, or it's accessible, then what's economic activity apart from education above, then what you have is a mighty urbanization. And so by the back of Enugu and other places, you know, they can Oji River, energy for Nigerian electricity can serve the whole eastern region. It doesn't even do anything now. In those days, coal and the power, Oji, yeah, Ketano is not doing it. But okay, I see, you know what? I want to industrialize Uji. Can be a different thing. Bring her to stream, you know, in terms of urbanization. So also other places. So a lot. I now a plan. Here was in Enugu State, endlessly.
Yes, Maka, the BCG buses.
Thank you. They just come in. Yes, these buses are all they all come to the stream. Now they're going to. Public transport is a system you cannot avoid because it helps you tidy your routes. It's not the best. Anyway, public transport system where you go in there, even subsidized, cheaper from one place to the other. You know, you're able to have a system of transport where you go in, get transported, and feel safe because there's a aspect of safety. Yeah. You know?
I want to go to Enugu Airlines.
Thank you. 3 aircrafts car. They believe and the other sound on their way.
Yeah.
And what are we saying? I actually just the airline JC from Abuja from Lagos. No. Okay, say, look, just as Lagos and Abuja, the hub where Chijobodo you say Abuja, Jobodo you lose a buy, Jacob. So Abuja's a hub where you go from where to the other, nature or Europe, nature South America. From so also Lagos, nature. London,
UK, man.
We want Enugu to assume that not just Ethiopian Airlines coming in, we want other airlines, BA, American Airlines, Kenyan Airlines, these are African countries. I don't know what they call open air agreements. They can come in, fly in any part of Nigeria as many times as they want. From Enugu. From any part of Africa, open sky agreement. So what our guy is saying is that he wants to make a hub, a destination. You might never go there here. You need to China, you need other places. So that will be in Kafagana, so that's part of it, you know.
And actually thinking about the progress so far, I have a lot that is happening. Like in Enugu, based on actually, how much progress can you make with people paying tax?
Look. I am for progress because when I see IGR, it's all part of the tax system. Because Tanya, when they clear, but this year is here. Police agents, some of them are overzealous, man, they are always fascinated. Because they come on commission, they do all the nonsense and that's the so you can understand, but we are trying to discipline them. That's not how you have to have the human face, you make up to somebody tax. So we are hoping that now they transformed better way of gathering this tax, that now they will have some human face and doing it, you know, and let them not begin to make secret profits. Then they go say, oh, men can make, you know, don't pay anybody cash. Just the gas on a system on a PSN. Yeah, that's the one
it's been digitalized.
Exactly. So a person can get cash. Don't compromise because if they receive more than and then cash is
your own.
It's on your own. Exactly.
All right.
So how far have we done?
Yeah.
You know, things are happening. You know, the good guitar. Who's the Rangers have been?
I've seen, yes.
Yeah. ICC. Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I grew up and heard hotel presentation. So Eastern region, French women fabric, an iconic hotel for presentation hotel. And suddenly, after the war, they tell you over 70 different war. You know, 70 to now is what, 50 years. Somebody came up and said, you know what, this is an iconic If you're Jamalai hotel land, how can you allow Vodafone policies? What you know, you say about this or possession like I live if I prefer the man. So, on that bit, has to be Igbo. I didn't know Enugu and no one will keep a capital of Eastern region. Eastern region means Southeastern, the South. So, let us give them tax recognition. Bring Enugu to what it used to be. A center for Igbo. Because Enugu is there for everybody to welcome the Igbo from wherever tribe is, especially people by. However, time they live in all kinds. You know, and of course, when they don't expand, you know, it's very many. You look at this city, and you know, they have even skyscrapers are looking about modern tech city. You know, and then the other side of what is Gariki. Yes, the other developers. So we're having people coming there to develop a city because President cannot take on what they said is going to happen in the next few years. Because this place, with different elements that people now anyways become the watchword for everybody in terms of development. All over the world. If I say, they come and do something, you know, and then it goes with security. You know, then now these guys could have this rapid squad. And distress response squad. You know, any small thing with CCTV, before you know it, I go. So it's not safe. Anyone tries to say from the that's the security angle. Investment and security go hand in hand. You cannot have investment
without security.
Exactly. So it's all in combination. That's what the government is trying to help us to achieve. To claim the enabling environment that even Abia, Enugu, to do your business, you feel safe and make your profit.
Yes, be a drug.
Yes.
All right, that was so honorable. To the end of the show because time now one all right, now Sigi Dalo so honorable for coming. I wish to have you again because I can wear a lot to talk about on this tax system. So yes, in the studio we have Honorable Barrister Chris Robert Ozongwu, the Commissioner for Budget and Planning in Enugu State. And you can see we're tax something for the man or where they lie. About being a nigga month. Nasty Dalo. Getting a brother was also not so